Okay, everybody, welcome to the All2ReelToo podcast. Okay, anyways, my name is Michael E. Cullen II. I am your host. With me, as always, is my co-host, Matthew Haas, who is opening up a Code Red Mountain Dew.
I'm trying to open it in front of the mic. God damn it. Oh,
Almost.
Oh, it's sweaty.
He's got it.
It's the sweaty can. Come on. Oh.
Oh, that sounds good.
That's the sound of my soul being ripped apart after watching this fucking movie.
You can solve it. Just drink some Code Red and you'll be okay.
Okay, good.
Code Red.
Mm-hmm.
The official Code Red of
Code
Mountain Dew Code Red is the official Code Red of All2ReelToo podcast.
Yes.
Yes, that is my co-host there, Matthew
Haas.
Matthew Code Red Haas. So today we watched a movie that we're going to talk about, like we do from time to time on this show.
A movie in a manner of speaking.
Yes, it's another Direct from Hell direct-to-video sequel. This time we decided humans weren't enough. So we decided, hey, let's watch a movie about a dog. Yes, Beethoven's Third.
Yep. 2000. Year 2000.
Yes, it was directed by David Mickey Evans, known for Sandlot and Sandlot 2. He also narrated those films. We've already covered Sandlot 2 on this illustrious podcast. This film was based on, of course, the Beethoven films that were created by John Hughes. Yes, and that starred Charles Grodin. This was written by Jeff Schechter? Yeah. He also wrote other things.
That one movie.
Yeah. Now he wrote God. He wrote Beethoven's Third, like I said here. He also wrote Dennis the Menace Strikes Again. He's written other things too. A lot of TV. And the Care Bears Big Wish movie in 2005. His latest thing is a TV series called Stitchers, which he created. And seems to still be running. So, okay. Anyways, this movie, instead of having Bonnie Hunt and Charles Grodin reprising their roles and returning to this franchise and, you know, the kids from the other two movies, which I haven't seen in like 20 years, so I'm not gonna pretend I know what the hell they're about or anything. I just know there was a dog. And, yeah, anyways, we have, Judge Reinhold as, Charles Grodin's brother, because they look so much alike.
Yeah.
They're both white males. And,
one's like
tall
and thin, and
the other one's kind of slightly chubby and
yeah.
Shorter. Anyways, or average height at least.
His best role ever, Judge Reinhold, though.
This movie?
Like, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, forget about it. I don't care if that's like a classic. Nope.
Beverly Hills Cop?
Nope. This is it right here. Or even, what was it, what you got there?
Well, I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
My pen is
Your
weird.
pen actually has like a
advertisement on
Oh,
it
sweet.
for a TV station that doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, the
Also, that movie with the robot. You know, I can't think of the movie. You know, the robot, the little thing, like, there's a robot guy. He was in that movie, wasn't he? It was like a really famous movie in the 80s, like a robot, like a.
Are you thinking of like Short Circuit?
Yes,
no, he wasn't in that.
He wasn't.
As far as I know.
I thought he was.
I don't think he was.
I thought he was in like part 2 or something. All right.
He might have been. I don't know. I know he wasn't in the first one because like that was like Steve Guttenberg.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, never mind.
And yeah, he was in Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3, and we should cover Beverly Hills Cop 3 for this sometime.
Really? Is it bad?
It's not as good as the other two,
okay.
But I actually really thoroughly enjoy the film, even though it's not a direct-to-video sequel. But we can still.
We can bend the rules
sometimes. Yeah, well, I don't think we really have rules anyways, so it's kind of our own podcast. It's a pop culture free-for-all, folks. Anyways,
sometimes that's good, sometimes.
Yeah, Judge Reinhold was also, in Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, I believe. Yeah.
He was in all of them? Oh, wow.
Yeah, as the stepfather to Tim Allen's kid.
So he's been in some stuff.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Some good, popular
really good stuff.
Yeah.
He's a really good actor,
and
actually.
Then he does this, though, for some reason.
And he came back for Beethoven's Fourth as well, so.
We should watch that sometime.
Oh, yeah, we will, definitely. Anyways, can't be much worse than this. I don't know, it's possible. I'll take that back when we watch it and we see that it is. Anyways, so.
And also, the woman that played his wife.
Oh, yeah,
she was in,
yeah, Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Julia Sweeney plays his wife. So yeah, they play, Richard and Beth Newman. And then you have, the kids, Brennan and Sarah Newton, played by, Joe Pitchler and, Michaela Gallo. Yep. Two kids that I think only did these movies. So.
I think it turned them off of acting.
Yeah, and then you have, a couple of bad guys named Tommy and Bill.
God, these guys are...
Played by, Mike, Ciccolini and, Jamie Marsh. I'm just guessing on how you pronounce that guy's name. I think it's Ciccolini. Ciccolini.
I know.
Ciccolini.
It could be. I don't know. I never heard of it pronounced by him or
anybody.
Because I don't know if he's been in anything but this.
He's been in a lot of things, actually.
Really?
It's really weird. Yeah. You have a special appearance at the end of the movie by TV's Riddler, Frank Gorshin.
Yeah, that's right.
He was also the voice of Daffy Duck for a few years and stuff back in the day. And he's passed away, I believe. So
yeah, it's a 19-year-old movie. So
yes,
he was pretty old right then too.
So I think I've forgotten everything that happened in this movie, Matt. Already.
I wrote a lot of stuff down to help jog our memories.
Yes.
Just little things. I didn't have time to write,
I can read the synopsis of the film from IMDb if you'd like.
No, let's not do that.
Let's not do that?
Because
okay.
It won't be as fun.
No, I know. Let's do this. What happens in this movie, Matthew? I'll let you
Oh, God.
Start.
All right, let's start.
Until your brain starts to hurt to the point where blood starts coming out of your eyes.
Okay, so it starts off with Sarah is filming her mom, do something for a garage sale, it looks like.
I think they were just getting everything together for the trip.
Is that what it was? Just getting everything
ready for
the trip.
I'm not sure.
And instead of helping her mom, she's just filming her the whole time. And then,
on her Hi-8 video camera.
Yeah, and then Dad comes home. At first, it looks like, this really rinky-dinky RV drives down the road, and Mom is, freaking out, please don't let that be, something that he bought. And it drives down the road, and she's like, thank God. But then another RV drives down the road, and it is Dad coming home and ends up kind of scuffing up her garden gnomes that she took, painstakingly took care of for 10 years and kind of chipped them up a little bit because he wasn't used to driving the RV. So then they get into this whole thing about how much money did this cost? Oh, blah, blah, it's no big deal. I just rented it and paid for insurance, and it's a great investment, and we'll have a great family vacation because I'm going to recreate this family vacation I had when I was a kid, because we all know that you could recreate memories. That's a totally easy thing to do and something that should be done, not creating new memories. Okay, so he wants to recreate this magical...
I think I have an idea for a movie, Matt.
What's that?
It's a movie where we recreate memories.
Yeah, okay. But didn't they already do that with, like...
I don't know.
The what was that movie? Sunshine or... with Jim Carrey?
No, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. They erased memories.
That's right. But didn't they implant new ones?
I think they might have, but...
No, they didn't. They just erased them all.
But I'm saying this is where you recreate the memory.
Oh, I see.
Like it's a theme park where you go. This is my idea, folks, so don't steal it. You go to a theme park, and there's an attraction at the theme park where it's called Recreatatron.
Yeah.
And you go in, and instead of, riding some Harry Potter or Disney thing or something, you go in there and it's like, you just say, hey, my third birthday. And then all of a sudden you're reenacting your third birthday. And then trouble ensues.
Yeah, trouble.
Because you need conflict for a good movie. So
yeah, you need some kind of conflict. So like, monster shows up trying to kill you. I don't know.
And in all honesty, I'm actually liking this idea. So please don't steal this, folks.
Yeah, don't steal it. So Dad is trying to get them all rounded up to go on their great vacation. Mom says that she was told that his brother was having something shipped to their house that day, and it turns out that they shipped Beethoven, a dog, for some reason, without even telling them why or even asking them if it's all right. And then they decide, well, should we take Beethoven to a kennel, or should we take him with us? Sarah wants to bring him, with him. The dad kind of wants to bring him with him. So then he kind of blames it on the mom. Oh, well, she made us take Beethoven to a kennel because it's always the woman's fault. It's always the mom's fault. So this is the propaganda even in that time. But anyway, so
but this is a female empowering movie, I think.
Well, in some ways, but it's weird though because they have it's they strike a balance. See they strike a balance of who gets the blame.
Yeah.
Instead of uniting, they strike a balance of who's the evil one. That's the great empowering message of who to blame for your problems and that. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But so Beethoven breaks free from the kennel before even being put inside of it. Just drags the woman who's holding him on a leash, just runs away, hops into the little boat that they have attached to the RV, and hitches a ride all the way to the campground that Judge Reinhold ended up breaking the sign because the RV was too tall and he didn't actually read signs about how tall his vehicle could be.
What the clearance is and stuff. Yeah.
Because he's a fucking idiot. So that happens, and then they find Beethoven. No, he finds Beethoven because he's trying to lift the boat, and the boat is so much heavier because of a dog being in it than what it was.
That weighs 185 pounds.
Yeah, that was such a huge noticeable difference. Beethoven jumps out. They have ball-busting humor where the boat hits him up in his testes and he flies off into the water. Because we haven't seen that in any Beethoven movie or any movie where it's hijinks like that at all. Totally.
No, it was completely original. It was like as groundbreaking as Toy Story or Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs or The Jazz Singer with sound and stuff. It was the most groundbreaking thing in cinema history.
Right. And okay.
Wait,
bad guys.
Yeah, no, that didn't.
And the bad guy, I forgot about the bad guys. So the bad guys are these two. One of them is like the complete idiot dude, and then the other guy is supposedly smart. All right, so their big plan is that they went to a video store to rent or buy a movie called The Shakiest Gun in the West.
Starring Don Knotts.
Starring Don Knotts as a DVD.
1968 film.
Yeah. And it wasn't really the movie, it was some computer code for something that was never explained throughout the entire movie. So the MacGuffin was not explained, which... fine, whatever. And but just so happened that someone actually bought the movie or rented it because they were like, we're going to pick the movie that no one would ever rent or want to buy, and then we'd come here and buy it. But then someone bought it. Guess who bought it? It was Dad who bought it because he wanted to watch, because that was the movie he watched as a kid on their family vacation.
And this is where I have questions. Number one. You have this code, okay? which we don't know what it's for. That's whatever. I mean, I don't care what it's for necessarily for the plot to go along. You have the code, okay? Now let's say this is the code I have. It's my code red. Yeah. But anyways, I have my code red in my hand here, okay? I decide to take the information that's on this code red and put it on a disc and then deliver it somehow to a video store and put it on the shelf so people can buy it. But I already had it. But I'm going to put it on a DVD.
Well, I don't know if they had the code, if they knew what the code was.
The way they were saying it is that, why was the idea that we put this on this disc or whatever? They said we and stuff like that in the thing. And I'm just like...
I don't know.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why would you make it more difficult on yourself to get a code you already have?
I think it was just poor writing on their part. I don't think they meant that, but that's the way they wrote it. Because why would they do that? That makes no sense. They must have ordered the code.
And my thing is even if anybody had the code, there's other ways to deliver the code to, like mail.
This computer
carrier pigeon, something.
The way that they're treating this code as though it's like the biggest government secret ever. The lengths that they're going. I mean, think about it. Most people would not go to the length of putting this on like a DVD at some random video store across the country and then going there and then renting the correct DVD. I mean, just so that you don't get caught.
Yeah.
I don't know what was on that code or what that code entailed, but I don't think it was anything good. It's probably some weird money shit or aliens or just like the alien dog he was talking about later on about Beethoven being an alien.
Now I might be wrong. This movie took place in 2000.
Yeah.
Maybe this was all the plans for 9/11.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, actually, I do think that there was some ones in that code, and that stands for 9/11.
Yeah, so it's all a conspiracy.
It was a coded reference. Did you actually see the conspiracy theory about how the band Supertramp did an album, and the album cover is supposed to be envisioning 9/11 or predicting 9/11? It shows a waitress like holding like some drinks or something.
No,
and the drinks are supposed to be the falling towers. Because everything's like upside down, and so in the upside down world, that's what's happening. I don't know. There's a whole conspiracy theory.
I've seen things about like Back to the Future was supposed to predict it.
That makes more sense.
Zemeckis was, and then he just basically admitted to it when he made what was that movie? That movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt about the true story movie about the guy that walked across a wire on between the two towers. Anyways, because he was wearing a similar outfit when he was doing that color scheme to Marty McFly in that movie, that it was him answering to the fact that he was actually trying to warn us about 9/11 back in 1989 or something when Back to the Future 2 came out or whatever. And it's just like,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that video on YouTube.
Yeah.
That person had to go through those movies like 100 times probably to pick out all those parts. But at least that sort of makes sense because they had more to go off of. But Supertramp, the band, like, why would the band Supertramp, whatever? And I'm getting off track.
Anyways,
but so they want this code. Judge Reinhold ordered the movie, and now it's on the RV. So now they're trying to follow the RV to retrieve the DVD. Sarah, the little girl, can see that she's being followed by them and tells her parents, and they don't ever believe her. She keeps saying that, they keep following them, and they never believe her because apparently when she was like 4, she had a wild imagination, so therefore when she's like 10, she can't tell the truth about something that's happening. Nice gaslighting there, by the way. It's like, how dare you when you were 4 or 3 years old think something wild is happening to you?
Yep.
Like, how dare you not just have a complete rational mind here? Okay.
But
what?
Parents lie to us all the time, and it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like Santa Claus,
the Tooth Fairy,
Easter Bunny,
and then the Tooth Fairy 2.
And Jesus.
Oh, wait. No. Wait, what?
No. Not sorry, not Jesus.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, God, Mike. So what am I doing here? I wrote so much stuff down, but I don't even know where to even I mean, at least it's somewhat chronological. Okay, so the basil would be nice. All right, that references the tomato bath.
Yeah, at one point, Beethoven chases a skunk that we never see, into the grass, tall grass, so that's why you don't see him, and he gets sprayed by the skunk. And so this ranger, or sheriff or something at the camping ground tells him, you know, the only thing I know that'll do it is, you know, get him, you know, that's what he said. Anyways, no.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, no, he says the only thing I know of is tomato sauce.
Yeah, sauce. Not juice, not soup. Sauce.
So we cut to like Julia Sweeney giving him a bath in like Prego or something, you know? I mean, I'm just like,
like you were saying, you always thought it was tomato juice.
Yeah.
I was told tomato soup. So juice, soup, it's a similar consistency.
Yeah.
Sauce is a thicker thing, so.
That you're gonna cover a big hairy dog in. I don't know.
So, and then the officer ranger is that's not what he's a ranger, but Judge Reinhold's a fucking idiot and he keeps calling him Officer Ranger. He's like, but yes, some basil would be nice, you know, trying to inject some humor into this forsaken bullshit. Anyway, so, the bad guys are chasing him again, and then, Beethoven does something else I don't know what he does to trick them or whatever. And then they run into a thing, and then they get cement covered, or, you know, cement, like, whatever, the liquid cement covers their car. And then it hardens, and they drive with the cement on their car.
For miles and
which
miles.
Apparently the car was fine to drive after having cement hardened on it. I don't know. And then he's like, don't tell my mom, because I guess it's like his mom's car that he's quote unquote borrowing, which is weird because it's kind of a weird car that usually I wouldn't think that would be his mom's car.
It looked similar. I don't know. Is it like a Gremlin or something?
Yeah.
The car. I think it's like similar to the car that Wayne and Garth have in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Except for a different color.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, it could be his mom's car, but it just seems like that would be more of like the young man's car.
Yeah.
But whatever, so, or maybe he just doesn't want his mom to know that he fucked up his car for doing some stupid hacking bullshit. That's the other thing too. That this movie is like complete or replete. Is that the word, replete? With like all like the early 2000s hacking bullshit. Like if you type in like two numbers and suddenly you hack into like a database in like 1 second flat. Like that never happens at all ever. But in this movie it does, because he's such a wizard that he can just type in.
That's what I'm saying. They were planning 9/11, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think he is a genius.
Yeah.
And the brain freeze guy, maybe he was trying to always freeze his brain because he knew so much about what was happening he had to like kind of like just forget about it. So he had to keep drinking coffee and get himself high on that.
And he drank a lot of coffee.
A lot of coffee. I think my theory is that he was actually addicted to methamphetamines.
I think this was like probably around the time that, you know, before we had Red Bull and Monster around and stuff like that. I think if this movie was made today, this guy would be, you know, hopped up on Monster and his name would be Kyle. Because everybody that drinks Monster and goes crazy is named Kyle, in my opinion. So that's okay. But,
good one.
Yep. Anyways.
There's this moment where he's drinking like an iced coffee or an ice cream, and he's like really drinking it, and then he's like making all these weird faces, and then the guy's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Brain freeze!" screaming or whatever. He's like, "Drink, you know, half of it next time or whatever." I don't know. It's such a bizarre movie. And then so next thing I have written down is that Judge Reinhold. I'm just gonna call him Judge Reinhold. I'm not even gonna call him his character's name.
Richard. Yeah.
No, I'm calling him Judge Reinhold says that he wants to go see a life-sized peanut butter sculpture of Abraham Lincoln. That's a great vacation right there. You know, one of our finest presidents in peanut butter.
Now, I'm all for presidents being made out of condiments. But I would prefer a Bill Clinton carved out of cheese. That's just me. I don't know. I have no reason for that, but that image just popped in my head.
I'd rather have a Donald Trump chicken nugget sculpture.
or no. I think a Donald Trump carved out of Cheetos.
Yeah, just meld it into a sculpture and just put it out in the sun. Just watch it melt while you chanting mantras and spells to cast out the demons of. Okay, whoa, and then hey, spiritual warfare goes both ways.
Yes,
they want to come after us. I'll come after them. So we'll go on the spirit plane and we'll see who wins this. That's a good movie right there too.
We'll write this down later, and we can put it in my theme park movie.
Yes, spiritual warfare, right? Wow. Oh God. Anything else you got?
I don't know. Do you want to take a break, Matt?
Sure.
Yeah, we've been going for like 25 minutes here.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we'll take a little break for some words from our sponsors and whatnot, and we'll be right back here with more of Beethoven's fucking Third.
What is Gen X? What is the silent generation? What do generations have in common? Hi, I'm Trish the Dish from the Gen X Voice podcast, and I invite you to listen to conversations I have with folks from different generations, backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences in an attempt to see what connects rather than divides us. Even though Gen X has been called slackers, Karens, or not mentioned at all in some cases, we are the bridge generation, so I feel compelled to do my part to destroy ageism by bringing all these voices together. And, as a bonus, each guest gets to answer some 80s questions at the end of each show. So download and listen to Gen X Voice today on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you listen to podcasts, and let's see how much we have in common after all.
Okay, we're back.
Yep.
What movie did we watch again, Matt?
Beethoven's Third or The Third.
Beethoven's Third.
Third, okay.
See, the reason that they named him like this is because they were clever. And, Beethoven was a composer. Mm-hmm. And he had, different symphonies. So you had Beethoven, it was the first movie, and then Beethoven's second, like Beethoven's second symphony.
Right.
And then Beethoven's third. See, it's clever, man. The people at Universal were thinking.
So, were they hoping to make like 45 of these fucking movies then? Just have a...
I don't know, they stopped at 4.
Good.
At the 4th, but then they made more after that.
Then they
which we may want to cover someday where they kind of reboot the series.
Right. I just have to say one thing.
Yeah.
I will hold in my gas, Tommy. I will hold in my gas, Tommy.
Well, Matt.
Yeah.
My name's Mike, not Tommy. But I do appreciate you holding in your gas.
No, I'm referring to the...
Oh, is that a line in the movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, they're elaborate... They had gas canisters for some reason. Animal... That's the other thing. They just happen to have animal tranquilizers in the guy's car before they even knew that there was a dog that was going to be there. So that was convenient that the genius computer hacker, Tommy, just knew to have animal tranquilizers on hand just in case they ran into a big animal.
So you mean to tell me at one point in the movie, the line, I will hold in my gas?
They're going to gas the they were going to gas the fucking family
for this
DVD.
Now, I have a question about this movie. Which one of Shakespeare's plays was this based on?
No.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, God.
They got the goggles,
yes.
so they can see in dark. So they got that. They got the cloaks. Yes, this is before Harry Potter. They had a fucking invisibility cloak. Well, sort of, not like Harry Potter invisibility cloak, but they had a cloak that was.
It was a cloak so that they could just appear to be moon shadows.
That's right, moon shadow.
Moon shadow. And it's just ironic because right before we watched the movie, we were in Matthew's van listening to Cat Stevens, and that song was on. Yeah. So yeah.
Moon shadow, and if I ever lose my legs,
if I ever watch a movie, I really hope it's not like this one.
Away, take me away from this stupid fucking movie. Anyway, sorry, Cat Stevens. Yusuf Islam.
It's okay. He's traveling on a peace train right now, so
yes,
we're okay.
Yes. So he says, I see it, because they're staring through the window now, looking to make sure that they can get in there and steal the DVD. And then the idiot guy, I forgot his name, he goes, I gotta go tinkle. It's like, he's like a little kid, this guy, you know. I don't even know why the genius hacker guy who has animal tranquilizers on hand at any given moment even needs a spiky-haired coffee addict guy to even be with them. Is it just companionship reasons? Just wants a friend? I don't know. Or
it's the same reason that Joe Pesci needed Daniel Stern in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is no reason. It's just to have a banter, basically. So then something happened. Oh yeah, Beethoven knows what's up. He's trying to protect the family from these guys, and he always gets yelled at for doing so, and it makes me so sad throughout this whole movie because he's just protecting the family, and the little brat kid is like, Beethoven, I was talking to this cute girl and you embarrassed me. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. You're on a vacation. Just go.
Well, I was a young lad at one time.
I don't care.
And I'm going to tell you that if I was talking to a cute girl and a fucking dog came by and knocked a bunch of fucking Diet Coke all over me from a display in 2 liters.
In 2 liters, but he was attacking a guy that was about to steal his keys.
Yeah, I don't care. I would have Diet Coke all over me, and I hate Coke. I love Code Red by Mountain Dew.
Well.
Wait. I think it's getting to me, man.
They're not even just similar. I mean, you'd say I like Pepsi more than Coke. That would make sense, kind of.
Well, I do.
Well,
and Pepsi makes Mountain Dew Code Red.
Exactly. They own, okay.
The drink of All2ReelToo.
Yeah. Personally, I do like Coke better than Pepsi, though. That's just me.
Matt?
I do.
Matt, we can no longer be friends.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sorry. We're going to have to end
Coke
this
came
podcast.
first, and
And then Pepsi improved on the...
well, improving is an interesting interpretation of not being as good, but...
No. Matt.
What?
I think this is where our friendship ends.
That's fine.
I'm telling you. No.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm joking.
I'm gonna call you... Then I've got to rename you Officer Ranger, because that's what Judge Reinhold calls the Ranger officer. And then the guy says Ranger, so then Judge Reinhold thinks that his name is Ranger, so he's calling him Officer Ranger, and the guy's getting pissed off. That part was actually kind of funny.
That was kind of funny.
Oh, that's right. Can I get to the trippy? There's a lot of trippy scenes in this movie too.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. We can skip over. We can skip to the end. I don't care. It's just like
so, like just like a sort of confession here. I've been high like a few times in my life. Not a lot, but a few times. And I remember
Matt, when you drank the Coke, it didn't really have cocaine in it. Just letting you know.
No, I'm not talking. I didn't even drink Coke. I'm drinking Code Red.
Oh, but you said you like Coke, so I was just making sure you knew it didn't have cocaine in it any longer.
No, I know that.
It did at one time, but it doesn't anymore.
That was before I was born, though.
Yeah, that was like 80 years before you were
born.
But yeah.
And by high, I don't mean cocaine. I mean,
okay. I
meant other
just making sure that you didn't think you were getting.
I meant more of the cannabis variation.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So
gotcha. That's fine.
I've been high only a few times in my life.
Yes.
But I remember enough from those experiences what it was like to watch a movie while being in that state of mind. It's for me at least, a very spacey feeling. It was, you couldn't really follow one scene to the next. It was more of like the entire movie was like its own, just one scene, and everything kind of sort of just melted into the next scene. So it had that kind of thing. I'm watching this movie.
Did you have to watch movies with accused pedophile Kevin Spacey when you were Spacey?
No, I didn't watch any. I watched.
Okay, just making sure.
The first movie I watched when I was high just happened to be a movie called Cadillac Records with Adrian Brody.
That's a good movie.
It's a really great movie, but I could not follow it.
We should cover that for our other podcast.
I could not follow it.
Yeah.
I remember like two things happening in that movie. I remember Muddy Waters had like a scarf around him when he's playing guitar, or not a scarf. What do they call it? What's that thing called? It's
like a kerchief, or
not a kerchief. It's like a fancy name. It's like
a cravat.
There it is. Yeah, I think that's what it was. He was wearing one of those, and he was playing his guitar. And then I remember him recording in the studio, I remember him talking to the Rolling Stones for a moment. I remember there was this scene where Howlin' Wolf was like basically bullying his band because the one guy messed up like one note, and he was like gave him like this look like he's gonna beat the shit out of him if he didn't do that note right. And then the next thing I remember is Adrian Brody having a heart attack in his car and dying in front of the old record store. So that was my first. Anyway, so that's a kind of a long-winded explanation. So I'm not high right now, but what I'm saying though is that there's a scene in here that reminds me of that experience. Okay, so after the whole kerfuffle or cuffeffy or whatever you call it, with Officer Ranger of waking up the whole campground because of Beethoven causing such a ruckus, Judge Reinhold had to sleep outside with Beethoven because his wife didn't want them to get kicked out of the thing, but she didn't want Beethoven to sleep inside the RV, so she made him go out to sleep with Beethoven. That sounded weird, but sleep next to Beethoven.
Yes.
And this is where the feminism propaganda starts in the movie. Anti-father propaganda. Okay. So daughter Sarah, I'm totally just doing a character here. So daughter Sarah, that's actually not my views. This is this random character.
Yes.
View. Daughter Sarah hands a pillow, to Judge Reinhold. And he's like, "Oh, thanks, sweetheart." And she goes, "Oh, that's for Beethoven." So there goes anti-father propaganda right there.
Literal anti-patriarchy.
Literally anti-patriarchy. Here's father being sent off to sleep on dirt. This is the man that provides for his family. He's sleeping outside next to the dogs, literally. And he doesn't even got his own pillow. That pillow's for Beethoven. I don't like it one bit. Anyway, so where was I going with this, Mike?
I don't know.
Totally. Okay, here it is. So, they both have dreams. And Judge Reinhold has like a stupid dream. And then Beethoven's dream is Judge Reinhold dressed as a hot dog running away from Beethoven as Beethoven's trying to chase and eat him as a hot dog. And there's like this weird, like, surreal music being played in the background, like piano, organ stuff, and like they're doing these weird like slow motion effects, and like Judge Reinhold is like yelling, but like happily yelling, but still like afraid he's going to be caught by Beethoven as the hot dog.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this and I'm like, this is really fucking spacey. Like,
it's like they went over to like UCLA's film school and got some like the worst kid in their freshman film class, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to make a short like experimental film here?"
And they got him high, and then that's
that's what he came up with.
Like, so long story short, I've been high a few times, and that reminded me of watching stuff while high. That should have been like a 30-second explanation that went into like a 7-minute one,
and
which you normally do if you're high, and I'm not high. So okay.
And just now on another tangent, as Matt went off on his bias towards the worst soda in the world, I just noticed he's now wearing a Pepsi shirt.
Yeah. Well, this was a gift.
See,
I didn't buy a Pepsi t-shirt.
I'm telling you though, it's better.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think the next podcast we need to start, it's just going to be called
Coke versus Pepsi.
Coke versus Pepsi. And all we do is we have guests on here, and all they do is like, which do you like better, Coke or Pepsi? And they're like, "Oh, I like Coke. Oh, I like Pepsi." And then that's the whole show.
I mean, I guess I could see Pepsi being better if you like Coke, but then you decide that you want 1,000 extra pounds of sugar added to it because the flavor is, it's not flavorful enough. But to me, I like the more subtle flavors of life. I don't need everything to be completely.
I think there's actually more sugar in Coke than there is in Pepsi.
I don't care. Whatever is the sweetening factor.
But Coke is too acidic, in my opinion. Yes. I don't like it's got too much of a bite. Really? But I can understand somebody.
Like the bite.
See, I understand somebody liking the bite. But I will tell you, one thing I will tell you. The best cola, besides Pepsi, in the world is McDonald's Fountain Coke.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yes.
The fountain.
Yes.
Yes, gotta be fountain though.
And at McDonald's, it's because of their water filtration.
It's what it is, yeah.
Yes.
Because not Burger King, no, doesn't work. Yeah, it's gotta specifically be McDonald's, sure.
But anyways, so
We should do a soda war commercial, or not commercial.
Podcast.
Wow.
we just have guests on and ask them which they like better, Coke or Pepsi.
And then argue about it.
Yeah. We'll just invite people on and not tell them what the show's about. And then we'll have some people on here who don't even drink soda, and they'll be like, well, I don't know. I've never had Pepsi or Coke. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? You know what I hate, though?
What?
Artisanal sodas. At least I think we can both agree on those, that they're hipster bullshit.
I don't really like the word artisanal.
Either do I. But that's what they use.
I just don't like the word artisanal. Yeah.
Well, because it's such a hipster word.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you sound like you're so deep or whatever. Like,
I think we've finally now in our world gotten to the point where people are not using fancy words like artisanal as much.
Yeah, which is good.
Or craft or organic or good or
good.
Oh wait, what?
Well,
no.
I think they still use good.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. So Pepsi and Coke go really good with hot dogs.
Yes, they do. So that'll bring us back into the weirdness of this fucking movie.
Not Judge Reinhold dressed as a hot dog, because that would be cannibalism.
But if you are listening to this, Judge Reinhold, on the chance you might be, you can come onto our podcast.
Dressed as a hot dog.
Dressed as a hot dog, and tell us which you prefer, Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He can come on too. Jesus Christ, if you're listening to this podcast, you know what I bet you Jesus could do?
What?
He could turn Coke into Pepsi. Right. Because he could do water into wine. See what I did
Speaking
there?
of which, I got fish and car right is my next note.
Oh, wow.
So fishes as well.
Yes.
Loaves into fishes. Or fishes, whatever.
Do you think if we had like a big pool full of like soda that Jesus could walk on it?
Probably.
Okay, just checking.
I mean, his feet would get really sticky. I don't think he would be very happy about it.
No. That'd be a waste of soda, too.
Why did you make me do this? So they have fish in the car because they drove the car into the pond or the lake after they got caught by Beethoven.
The bad guys.
The bad Tommy and whoever the other idiot is. I just have written animal tranquilizers, the next note I have. That's all it says. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what it means?
I was writing down shorthand notes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's when they were going to use the animal tranquilizers. But they didn't again? I don't know.
Yeah.
Rear view mirror. Oh yeah, so the rear, god damn, that's hard to say. Rear view mirror. On the RV. You pointing this out.
Yeah, basically, there's a point where they tie up Beethoven to the rear view mirror, and then he gets loose. This is the point where the Diet Coke gets all splashed on on the kid. Anyways, he goes running after he sees the bad guy, and he breaks the rear view mirror off of the RV. But then the next shot where they show him running away from the RV, guess what's not broken off of the RV? Take a guess, Matt.
Oh, the mirror.
Ding, 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 ding.
The rear view mirror. In perfect condition.
Yeah.
Not duct taped or anything like that.
Objects in the rear view mirror.
And, so yes, and I do have my notes. Beethoven tackles the hacker genius who tried to steal the keys from the kid. God damn it.
Yeah.
Steal the kids from the keys, really?
Yes.
And then, little shithead, whatever, I can't even talk right now. Stupid brat gets pissed off at Beethoven, yells at the poor dog because he wanted to impress this girl, and it's like, you know what? The fucking dog here loves you, and he's trying to protect you. But he didn't
impress her enough when he was standing there looking at like Hello Kitty toys.
Yeah, that's right. He was looking at a Hello Kitty. I don't know.
I don't know why, but whatever.
And of course, this is 2000, so there's like, I don't like Hello Kitty stuff. That's for my sister. Because I'm a boy, and boys can't like Hello Kitty. They gotta like boy stuff like baseball and football and beer. Well, not beer, hopefully not as a boy, but like, grow into that.
But you know what?
What?
It'd be a pity.
That's right. It'd be a pity if
you couldn't play your ditty.
Lord knows. You should have with that little jingle I wrote like 13 years ago.
I used to have a Hello Kitty boombox that my at the time child niece gave me.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yes.
And I wrote a jingle when I was using your bathroom.
Yes.
That's where all the best creative work happens, when you're using the bathroom.
Yeah, my bathroom specifically.
Your bath. Yeah, yours. Not mine. That's why sometimes I gotta come here in the middle of the night, knock on the door. Hey, Mike, can I use your bathroom? Real good idea.
Mike, I want to do some writing, so I gotta use your restroom. No.
Might be a while. So, don't worry about the sounds coming from there. That would be a great thing right there to do like an ad for a show is this little rant, this little banter, and then put like some music in the background right after word like the All2ReelToo podcast. We should remember that right there, that little
Yes, we'll remember that, folks.
Yeah, we're going to tell you. Remember.
Remind us. Send us an email.
So what's next? So Judge Reinhold says, "Sorry, boy, boss's orders." He locks him in the RV where the like a bed is, and he lifts the bed up because the bed was like a thing that could fold. It was
like a Murphy bed sort of thing, yeah.
And now one of the best parts of the movie comes up is the sumo western thing.
Yeah. That they go to a western town, much like in a much better family vacation film called Vacation.
Yeah, Vacation.
With Chevy Chase, which this reminded me of in the fact that it was a movie.
Yeah, see, this movie made me forget, too, that there's other movies that exist and are good.
Yes, the things that they have in common is that they're both movies. One's funny.
Yeah, one is funny.
So, yeah, they go to the sumo thing, and Brennan, the kid, gets picked out of the audience to get abused by an adult.
Yeah, the guy goes to town on him.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, he's in a sumo wrestler suit, like one of those padded suits or whatever, but this fucking sumo wrestler is, like, throwing him around, which I think is child abuse. I'm just saying.
He's lifting him up, he's spinning him around. The kid's saying he's gonna be sick, doesn't even heed his remarks at all, just throws him on the ground. Beethoven.
While his parents are cheering him on.
Their parents are like, go Brennan, go Brennan. It's like, yeah, this is going to be a great traumatic memory for him to talk about in therapy now for the next 15 years of his fucking life. And Beethoven looks like he wants to save him, but since he got yelled at, he doesn't know what to do. So good job, Brennan. You could have got protected by your dog, but now he doesn't know if he should, so that's on you. But anyway, all to, impress some girl.
But the best parents don't, do the child abuse themselves.
Yeah.
They have a sumo wrestler do it.
Yes. So there is one good line, though, where Judge Reinhold goes, "This really takes me back," and to his son goes, "To where?" When was there a sumo western theme?
Oh, boy. This movie's the greatest movie ever made.
Good old, 12-year-old sarcasm.
Yes.
And so then, sorry, I'm getting all flustered here with my...
Oh, no, that's okay.
So the bad guys show up, they dress in the suits as well. And then the one guy goes, "Does this suit make me look fat?" And then they proceed for like 45 seconds, get into this weird slapping, like it's the Three Stooges type of thing going on. And it's like, is this really necessary? Like just trying to fill time? Like what? Like, I don't understand the intent of why that was needed. Anyway, so...
The whole movie or just that scene?
Well, the whole movie.
Oh, okay.
But also just. So then there's something else. I forgot what happened. Beethoven causes like another thing. And because he sees them, so they try running away. The one guy falls down and then the other guy walks over him and then he says, "Thank you." But like, he didn't say it like sarcasm, like he was actually thanking the guy for walking on him. So I'm not sure if he's got some weird walking kink. I don't know, whatever. And, who knows at this point, right? Beethoven eats 20 eggs. I write that down in the RV when they're having a good time with Beethoven now. Because now they come to terms with Beethoven being a part of their family, that they're, they enjoy him being on the vacation with them. So he eats like 20 pickled eggs, it looks like. And then he farts, and then everyone leaves the RV because he farted. And then, what else? Oh yeah, covered in shit. Just wrote that. That's all I got written down. It's covered in shit. I know what it's referencing to. So, Judge Reinhold empties the septic thing right...
Shitter's full.
Oh, wait, another vacation.
Yes.
Right at the bad guys who are like waving their hands because their car broke down. And it's like, I don't know how he can't see them because it's a yellow car. and they're right on the side of the road. He doesn't see them, and he empties the septic thing, so they're literally covered in shit. I have the word "rad" with the question mark written down. Because at one point, Judge Reinhold...
Oh, yeah, he calls something, he's like, let's go to this place, it's gonna be really rad, and then the kid's like, rad?
Rad? Like no one says that anymore, Dad.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. And,
but anyways, they end up going to a hotel, eventually.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the brick.
Yeah, there was a brick...
Oh, yeah, they thought Beethoven...
threw a brick through the window of the RV.
Somehow.
Because one of the bad guys did, the stupid coffee hopped up guy.
Yeah.
Why the other guy was trying to hack the security system to get into the thing. The other guy just throws a brick through the windshield, which they probably should have just done in the first place, but that's just me. And the glass breaks really easily, like old, like single pane glass, like in an old, like dilapidated building, old schoolhouse that was, condemned like 50 years ago. It isn't tempered like most, RV and car glass should be, but that's okay, whatever. We don't have to be accurate in a movie.
No, not for this movie.
No.
And by the way, too, that brick throwing was in slow motion, but really bad slow motion.
Yes. For no reason whatsoever.
Bad effects. Really bad effects.
No reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it was, and the coffee maker, the guy's talking about the coffee maker when he gets, this guy is obsessed with coffee, or caffeine, or whatever.
Yeah.
He's addicted or something. I don't know.
Telling you.
I worry about him, actually.
I think after this movie, that character, he discovers Red Bull and then he just dies.
Right. Or he gets hooked on tranquilizers because he accidentally tranked himself.
Yeah.
So maybe that's his new drug. He's like, I just realized how chill I can be. So now he goes from coffee to tranks.
Coffee to tranks.
Yep.
That's the name of my next movie.
Coffee to tranks. Yeah. Oh yeah, open up the case, because they didn't open up the case to the DVD that they painstakingly searched for.
Yes.
You just gotta take the case and hope that the DVD's in there for some reason.
So, but anyways, they don't get it. Dog attacks them, blah, blah, blah. They go to a hotel. Kid runs into the little girl again.
Like, they keep running into each other throughout this entire vacation, which is funny because the end is a nice little twist, about that.
You find out that they actually are going to go to the same high school.
Yeah, they actually live in the same neighborhood or whatever,
Yeah, but yet she's not in the fourth. Anyways.
Well, whatever. Maybe she died on them.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's terrible. Or maybe he did, I don't know.
She came over to pet the dog, and the dog mauled her to death. It turned into Cujo.
No. Hope not. I just can't get over the fact they thought Beethoven, like they were so mad at this dog for, ostensibly ruining their family vacation that they actually
thought he was capable of throwing a brick through a window.
How much do you have to hate a creature of this earth so much to think that it's possible of doing something that it's not possible to do, nor would it actually want to do that thing?
Well, there are split moments in the day where dogs have opposable thumbs.
Okay.
And strength in their legs where they can throw things.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's only once in a great while.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So he found that one moment.
Yes.
Decided to throw a slow motion brick.
And there's moments where they turn into a guy with spiky hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what happens? We're at the hotel. The little girl decides to what's she do? She decides to sleep in the RV with Beethoven.
Yeah, they're still staking out the RV. Tommy is losing his bearings. He's coming up with all kinds of conspiracy theories about how Beethoven is actually spliced with alien DNA, and that he's an alien dog, and that's why he's so smart and super strong. It's not because he's a Saint Bernard, which is known to be one of the strongest dog breeds on Earth. That's not why he's strong.
No.
It's because that's one of the attributes of that breed. It's because he's an alien dog. That makes sense. So, maybe he was drinking too much coffee at that
Well,
time.
alien dogs can throw bricks through windows. Okay.
They throw alien bricks.
Yes, not human bricks,
No.
but alien bricks.
Special bricks that only come from alien worlds.
They can't
No.
not like Lego bricks or anything. No, just alien
And
bricks.
by alien bricks, I mean like from the movie Alien, like sets. Like,
Yeah, the stuff that they used to make the set for Alien.
It's alien bricks.
A spaceship that I don't think has any bricks on it. But anyways,
They'll find some on there.
Okay.
Someone just brought some bricks just in case. Yeah, which would have been a good idea, actually. You could just pound a brick into their head, but whatever. Oh boy, what happened? The last thing I have is written is addicted to coffee. That's all I've got.
Yeah, the guy's addicted to coffee,
So,
I guess.
You're right. Sarah wants to keep Beethoven company because she feels bad that he's by himself.
So yeah, she's in the RV with the dog, and while she's in it, the bad guys, the wet bandit wannabes, are in the they break into the RV, or not really break in because there's no security turned on. Plus, there's a big fucking hole in the front of it. Anyways,
Not too loud.
No, I don't care. But yeah, they go in there and they take the RV. I guess the keys are in it or something, and they start it up and they go off on the road. And Brennan sees the RV taken off, and he realizes that his little sister's in the frickin' thing. And then so they call the cops. Eventually there's a ultimate like big red stop button in the RV that Beethoven eventually stops after the thing. At one point, the dumbass coffee guy tranks himself, and he gets he lays down onto the Murphy bed and he gets closed up into the wall, which I don't think is possible. But anyways,
no. He should have died or suffocated.
Yeah, probably. But anyways, they end up stopping at the cops. Judge Reinhold's character steals a cop car to go chase them down with the cop in it.
Yeah.
And so they end up doing this, and he's like, "Yeah, can't you just shoot out the tires of the RV?" And he's like, "You've seen too many movies." And he's like, "Yeah, that would endanger the child." He's like, "Yeah, you don't want to kill the little girl." I don't know. So yeah. Anyways, they end up getting to their family vacation thing later after everybody gets arrested for fucking trying to steal a Don Knotts movie. And
yeah, we never know what the code was for.
Maybe they were trying to create a clone of Don Knotts and then just make another, shakier gun in the West.
Yeah.
The even shakiest gun in the West. I don't know what it would be. Even shakier gun in the West. What would the sequel to that be called, Matt?
Yeah, even shakier.
Yeah.
That's just even shakier.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
We should make that movie.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Even shake.
Yeah, we'll bring Don Knotts back from the dead.
Whoa.
Anyways, so they go back to the thing, and then they meet their uncle there, and of course we don't see Charles Grodin or Bonnie Hunt from the first movies.
Of course not.
And
couldn't afford them.
No. Or even if they could afford them, Bonnie Hunt and Charles Grodin read the script and are like, "Fuck no."
Exactly. This is terrible. So they got the Riddler instead.
Yeah.
Who's like tells them, "Oh, by the way, they can't make it or whatever," right?
Yeah, and they're going to be gone for a year. So they get stuck with the dog for another year, I guess. And I guess we'll see in Beethoven's fourth.
Yeah.
I can't wait, Matt.
Well, they were happy to have Beethoven again.
Oh yeah, by that time they loved him. And then they get two more dogs from their cousins or some bullshit. And then
St. Bernard's like
that they have to look just like Beethoven.
It's like,
and then they all live happily ever after.
Why is everyone in this family only getting St. Bernard's dogs? And why do they just assume that one group in the family is just going to take care of all their dogs? That's
I don't know.
Fucked up, stupid family right there. But
do you want to take a break now, Matt?
Sure.
And we'll come back and we'll read some reviews from the Internet Movie Database and see what other people thought of this this, what do you call it, piece of shit?
This movie, I guess.
This piece of dog shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, be right back.
Bye.
It's the ninja from the Ask the Angry Ninja Show saying, come listen to the show. We got the ninja wife to give you movie reviews. We got the conscript to give you the ninja news. And we got the battle to talk about your sports. And as always, it is the Ask the Angry Ninja Show. So ask me a question and we'll give you the ninja knowledge you need for your ninja life. Search for us anywhere you get your podcast from. Just search for the Ask the Angry Ninja Show and enjoy the show.
And we are back. So, I looked up some reviews here of this amazing film, Matt.
Yep.
So, Ross Robinson, back in October 31st of 2003. I know the exact date that he posted this.
What time?
I'm thinking he went out trick-or-treating.
Does it say what time?
No, I don't know.
Shoot.
But 31st is, so I'm just guessing he went out trick-or-treating, came home, watched Beethoven's third, and then...
What a great Halloween. I can guarantee you he was probably drunk. He went to a Halloween party, and he comes home with Taco Bell. He's like, you know what would be really good right now? To watch Beethoven's third.
He was sitting, this was like 2003. What were people dressing up as then? I don't know.
Hagrid or, I don't know.
Yeah, he came home dressed up like Hagrid. With some Taco Bell and a 6-pack of Molson. And he's,
Wow.
I don't know. Anyways, okay, Ross, this is what you have to say. He said, Beethoven is back. Beethoven's Third was made 7 years after the second Beethoven movie was made in 1993. 7 years later, Beethoven's Third was released in 2000. I enjoyed this movie as I think it brought the humor of the other Beethoven movies back in. Period. I don't know what... Okay. I remember when I first saw the first ever Beethoven movie when it was released in 1992. I give Beethoven's Third an 8 out of 10, but yet it says a 10 out of 10 on the top, so I'm confused.
He changed his review midway.
Here's another good one. It doesn't have a rating, but I'm guessing they probably gave it like a 10 or whatever. It says, enough of the bashing. This is from Neglectful Killer, who posted this on February 9th, 2004. So my guess is that they were kind of upset because, Valentine's Day was coming up. And, they were just sad, Neglectful Killer, because, killers don't usually have, Ted Bundy had a girlfriend. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's, I'm just guessing that this Neglectful Killer forgot about his girlfriend that he killed.
Whoa. And
realized, wait, Valentine's Day's coming up and I just killed my girlfriend.
Whoa.
I'm joking, Neglectful Killer.
I hope he didn't actually do that.
I hope none of this actually happened. But anyways, here we go. Of all of the Beethoven movies, Beethoven's Third is the funniest. The second was pretty good, but this one has some hilarious moments. I don't care what anyone else here says. I don't either. I'm gonna say that I love this movie just because I don't want Neglectful Killer to forget to kill me. Wait. I don't know what the fuck that meant.
Wow.
Anyways, he says, I don't care what anyone else says. I liked it. The two bad guys were hilarious. I felt a great disturbance in the force as the 7 gnomes cried out at once and were silenced. The lanky dude is esoteric like this. Either you get that style of humor or you don't. I do, so I think it's funny. The other guy is a speed junkie who drinks caffeinated beverages by the scads and has some pretty funny physical comedy scenes. Judge Reinhold was a great dad in this movie and has some funny lines. The shakiest gun in the West. This was one of the highlights of the trip. For Pete's sake, funny stuff. I can't tell if this guy's serious or not.
Right.
But all I know is, Neglectful Killer, don't kill me.
Please.
Please be neglectful.
Yes.
And don't kill me. Okay, anyways.
For me too, please.
Yes. So, okay, so I got one here, Matt, that is a 2 out of 10 star. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's from Smells Like Cheese.
Oh, Okay.
And they posted it on November 29th, 2006. So I'm guessing this is right around Thanksgiving.
I noticed that, like, there's interesting timing for these movies. Halloween, and then there's like a few days before
Valentine's Day.
Then a few days after Thanksgiving. What the?
So I'm thinking, they're just bored during the holidays and thought, hey,
what it looks like.
that's what. Okay, let's see what he or she has to say. Okay. It says, right. Nice cover up. I don't know what that means. But anyway, it says, I was babysitting a couple nights ago, and my cousins are in love with the Beethoven movies. So we watched all of them and had a movie night. I remember loving the first and the second Beethoven when I was a kid. So in some ways, I was interested in seeing where the story took off for the Newtons. But this turned into your typical family film that wasn't really original or believable. The villains seemed to be homosexual morons who seemed out of place and wanting a disc of valuable information. And the whole family was predictable stereotypes. Beethoven, for no reason explained, has been shipped to George Newton's brother, Richard, who is taking his family to a reunion where he'll meet George and Alice and give them Beethoven. That is true. They didn't really explain why.
Yeah. It's like...
Yeah. I guess Richard rents a movie that these criminals thought would never be rented. In the case, there was a DVD of secret information that the criminals must have back. They chase the family around with Beethoven, who will make sure that these guys will not hurt the family. Although with these certain villains, I'm pretty sure that's not a strong possibility. It was really bad acting and not even good enough movie for a family afternoon. I'm not sure why my cousins liked the movies, because I raised them better than that with movie knowledge, but oh well. I guess these movies must have something special in them, so I guess I will give it an extra point. So he or she probably wanted to give it a 1, but gave it an extra point just because their cousins liked it. This next one is, I'm not going to read that one. It's way too long.
What I want to know is
the homosexual thing.
Where did they get that?
Yeah.
Like, how, I don't understand, like, was that supposed to be, like, meant as an insult? Like,
I don't,
homosexual.
Or maybe she was reading into their relationship somehow.
I did not get that.
He or she. I'm not saying she, but I don't know. It could be he.
I just got them.
I don't know.
Some stupid team of
Yeah.
One guy who was sort of smart, but not really a genius.
I mean, like, I never thought that that the Wet Bandits in the Home Alone movies, which they seem like basically copies of in certain ways, except for they have their own personalities. But you know what I mean? I never thought that they were lovers. I don't know. But then again, I did see the fourth Home Alone movie, where I do know that the one goes off and has a girlfriend, played by Missy Pyle, you know, when we watched that movie. So
that was a great one.
Yes. So anyways,
they made like what, 10 more of those?
No, there's only 5, I think.
5, okay.
Total. 4 or 5, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't think I want to read any more of these reviews, because they're all bad. They're all like basically like, this movie's a piece of shit. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
Pretty much what we were saying. So you don't want to hear it again from somebody else.
You know, you already listened to an hour of people saying
Yeah, we're at an hour and 6 minutes here in this episode. So we should probably wrap things up here, Matt. Yeah. And just to let you know that we do now have a Direct from Hell t-shirt available on our TeePublic. You can order that. There'll be a link in the show description for that. So, you know, and anything you order on the TeePublic helps support all the Cullen Park podcasts. All2Real, All2ReelToo, and our Super Story podcast that we have right now. We may have more by the time this airs. I don't know.
Yeah, we might have 100 more. Well,
yes.
Maybe not 100, but
101.
Ooh, 100. Ooh.
And they'll all be about Dalmatians.
Yeah, 101 podcast Dalmatian. Nah, I lost it.
We're just going to do things about dogs from now on. Anyways, so, yeah, I think that was good, and I think we're done here. I don't really want to talk about this piece of shit movie anymore, do you? Do you have anything else to say about it before we leave?
Just one thing.
Oh yeah, would you recommend it to anybody, Matt?
Yeah.
Who?
Trump.
Yes. I think it's a little bit too intelligent for him, though.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
No, I would recommend it because it's so bad.
Yeah.
That if you want to riff on a movie with your friends or your family, it's a good movie to do that to.
Yes.
It's family friendly enough that it can be multiple age groups too. It doesn't have to be just, your adult friends or family. It could be teens or whatever.
I mean, I am buying a copy of it.
Really?
Yes. To send to Guantanamo Bay.
Whoa.
Because I think it would be good for their torture.
Oh. Whoa.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Anyways,
You're promoting torture now on the All2ReelToo podcast?
No, I'm not.
I know.
Anyways, I just think it'd be more humane to make them watch this than like waterboarding or something.
I don't know I'm not sure if well, yeah. Anything but it's a close second.
Yes.
It's a close second.
So anyways, make sure you, follow us on social media and, check out, and please, go to iTunes and give us a 5-star if you like the show.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't, still give us a 5-star.
Yeah, no matter what, give us a 5.
Yeah.
Fiver.
Because that'll help us. That's the only way you can, people are asking me how they could help the show get promoted, and that's pretty much the best way out there. So, talk to you folks later.
Yep, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to All2ReelToo podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.